Good evening, everybody. Maya, welcome to you. Thank you for being here. And I'm so grateful that my music can be here for you when your back's flaring up. Let's do a test run. Can anybody hear me okay? Can anybody see me okay? Looks like. Excellent. Okay, we'll give everyone a minute to enter the room. We'll play some Koshi chimes while we wait. Right before I got here, I brought Perseus in, and when I went to sit down, he kicked my water, and it spilled all over the table. So a little bit frantic again right before the start of this. But let's ease into this. How's the picture? Is it choppy? I'm looking at the comments down here, and it looks clear on my camera here, but it looks really blurry on my tablet. Louisa, welcome. I'm glad everything's all good over there. I'm gonna put this down for a sec. Camilaman, namaste to you. I don't know if I said that right. So if I mess up anyone's name on this live premiere, just, bear with me. Cunario, welcome. Oh, sorry. Kunori, sorry. I just gotta ease into this energy. I'm sitting on a soaking wet, a soaking wet chair because I spilled everywhere. Okay, I lost the comments. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, and that's a shame. Yes, thank you for being here for this live. And I just really wanted to open up this container and, offer my wisdom, offer, my story. I'm really here to answer any questions that you have. Like, I would just absolutely love to connect with you all on a deeper level. And Drew and I had been so Drew is the man behind the scene. He's my partner with Healing Vibrations, and we really want to spend 2023 connecting with our community and getting to know you all better, and in turn having you getting to know me better, and just deepening this connection, building this community of compassion and love and relaxation and joy and all those good things. And that's why we feel that these live streams are very important, because they give me that opportunity to speak to you directly. And we got Perseus just showed up. Percy, you want to say hi? Come say hi. Yeah, come on. Get on up here. Come on. Come on. Let's go, big kid. Ooh, the big boy. Percy, everyone wanted to say hi to you. Everyone wants to say hi to you. How you doing, little tiger? He's my little tiger kitty. You all probably know Perseus pretty well by now. He's my little companion, my little best friend. My boy. He's a little shadow to me. So his name is Perseus, but I call him Shadow because he's just right by my side no matter what I'm doing at any time of the day. He's like, Dad, I'm up for anything. And so he's sitting there answering your messages first thing in the morning, answering the comments, and he's right there on my lap. I'll be upstairs making music, and he's right there on my lap. So whatever I do, he just wants to be a part of. He just wants to be a part of the magic, and he is the magic. He brings the magic. My big boy. Andrea, funny that you ask that. I ate a piece of chocolate right before I started this stream. Um, I do have a little sweet tooth, just a little one. I give myself one piece of chocolate a day, and at the very end of the night, as I'm winding down, I splurge on dried mangoes. They are so good, and they are my favorite thing to eat ever. I mainly only like sweets after a meal, so I just ate some dinner. Um, Loving Sound Bats, welcome to the show, and it's so great to see another person, another Washington local. Um, awesome, Arlington, great place. I was born and raised in Linwood. As a matter of fact, just right down the road. Well, quite a ways down the road, but Washington, born and raised nonetheless. And Amaya, we're honored to be here for you. You know, you're new to this community, but you have been to every single one of our premieres on all of our channels, and we see you, and we appreciate you so much. So I just want to give you a nice big virtual hug. Get on over here. I'm grateful that my music can be here for you when you need it, and I appreciate you being there for us when we need it. And also, yeah, I'm just going to throw that out there. If you all, in case you didn't know, we do have multiple channels that we're working on right now. We have sleeping vibrations, we have healing vibrations, we have black screen healing vibrations, and we have guided vibrations. And we might do a little name change with guided vibrations because we're really trying to find our niche with that platform. With healing vibrations, we put together all different types of sound experiences. So that, like our Zodiac series, like I make this music from inspiration from these ideas that Drew and I come up with. We'll get together and we'll just put together all these ideas that we have, and then we just go from there. And so healing vibrations is mainly music experiences. You can sleep to it at the same time, but it's mainly for like meditation and just seeing how it's mainly for holding space and allowing you to truly feel and explore the emotions that surface as you're listening to the music. And each video that we create is very, very intentionally designed, all the way down to the colors, to the lighting, to the audio, the visuals, everything to encapsulate the intention that we have as we create these experiences. And then on the other hand, we have sleeping vibrations, which is mainly intended and focused on exactly that, which is sleeping. And we realized, we did a poll here on healing vibrations, and we saw that so many of you watch our content for sleep, and we only put together so many sleep videos every month, like maybe one every 2 months or so. And so we really wanted to really take in what you all requested and provide you with unlimited sleep content. And the thing with sleeping vibrations is that it's nothing but pure crystal singing bowls. So there's not really any dings, there's no extra sounds, there's no like rattles or like brain tingle stuff that we create. It's just mainly strictly full night sleep. So I really like to go to the long low note droning of the singing bowls. We have a lower octave G note and our C, D, and E notes, and those ones resonate so deeply that they just, for me, as I'm playing them, we filmed one yesterday, and as we're playing it, towards the end, I'm just like, I don't snore. But, yeah, it just, sleeping vibrations is strictly sleep music. And then we've got black screen healing vibrations, which to those of you who like to listen to our music without having the bright screen on or using your screen, using the power of having your screen on, we created black screen healing vibrations so that we can take our healing vibrations soundtracks, extend them to way longer versions so you can use them for sleep if you would like, and to be able to just sit in the darkness and have your meditation without having to worry about the screen being bright. And so that's the beauty of black screen healing vibrations. If you didn't want to watch the visuals, then you have the option to have just a black screen. I'll jump right into your questions in just a sec. And then we have, the last but not least, we have guided vibrations. And so in my past, before healing vibrations, I always wanted to be a shaman. And, oops. Yeah, before healing vibrations, the path that I wanted so bad was to be a shaman. Not necessarily like a psychedelic shaman or into the plant medicine, but more so with a shaman of sound and energy work. And my path has always been to help others. Like that's my why. Like I want to help. Before I did singing bowls, I was also a massage therapist, and my motto was healing the world one body at a time. And with healing vibrations, I've had the opportunity to, I'm not really healing anybody, but I'm providing the space for you to heal yourselves as you explore these sounds, and these sounds stimulating these releases and these spontaneous combustions within our bodies that are emotional and filled with life. And yeah, long story short, that's why we created guided vibrations originally. We wanted to do guided meditation so I could do actual guidance into deep states of meditation. And one thing that we've really been exploring is bringing that shamanic aspect of my past into a form of ASMR. And I personally, so I was always against ASMR, to be completely honest. Drew loved ASMR, and it's been one of those things where I've been like trying to find my version of it, so it's not so much like, I don't know, some of the other stuff you see. I really wanted to create something that doesn't exist and hasn't existed. And so that's why I went this shamanic route, and it's been something that I'm really enjoying, and it allows me to do that energy work and that, creating these effects with my hands and creating these sensations with my hands and my body. And yeah, so that's been a lot of fun. And if you wanted to support any of those channels, that would be absolutely amazing. We're doing everything we can to expand Healing Vibrations as a media company, and that includes so much more work with the sleeping vibrations, with the black screen healing vibrations, and with guided vibrations. So if you wanted to jump over those channels and subscribe and keep track and follow them, that would be amazing. If not, that's completely okay too, because you're here with Healing Vibrations, and that's what counts. So yes, now that I've shared that with you, I'm going to dive into these comments real quick. I'm going to scroll up a bit and see what you've all said. Yes, Christiana. Yes, 2023 feels like supportive and strengthening energy for the community. Like 2023, new year, new me. I felt it right off the bat. I began, exercising more than I ever have, and following like really, I wanted to encapsulate discipline and have self-control over my vices and over everything. And it's been so good. And as you know, I cut my hair. I don't know, I didn't really hold my hair or leave my hair down, but my hair was down to here. I grew it out for 6 years, and it was time for change. Everything inside me was like, Travis, you gotta let that go, because there was sadness, there was pain, there was joy, and there was happiness. There was everything that I felt inside my hair, but it felt like it was time for a reset, and 2023 felt like the year to do it. And so that comes along with, new year, new me. deepening this connection with community, deepening this connection with all of you, and just really, helping lift the spirits of the world. Because if you watch TV and you watch the news and it's like, fear, 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 be afraid, be afraid. And we hold space for, we hold space for you to let go of all that stuff. We don't talk about political stuff. We don't talk about religious stuff. We just hold space with music and let you process whatever you need to process, however you need to process, whenever you need to process, all on your own. So yeah, it's a long answer for a short question. I'm good at that. Mandy Horde, thank you. Thank you for tuning in, even though it's 2 o'clock where you're at. I really appreciate it. I will be doing other live streams that are hosted at different times of the day, so that I can accommodate people in Europe, Asia, Africa, everywhere, South America. So that's what we'll do. And yes, Jennifer, Percy is full of love. He's just this little bundle of love. He's sitting right here next to me. Aren't you, big kid? He teaches me unconditional love unlike anything I've ever felt. And I could just hold him and cry because I love him so much. Let's see, I'm going to scroll down. That's a good question. Jennifer, I'm going to answer you again. 3 things I can't live without. That would be my cat, my girlfriend, and my family. But I'm pretty good at detachment, so there's a lot of things I can live without. But those are, technically I could live without anything. But those are where my heart's at. Savage Sam. Ryan Gosling vibes big time. It's funny, when I posted that picture with my haircut, how many of you said I look like Ryan Gosling? And I've gotten that a lot growing up. That's funny. Lisbeth, my favorite place to travel. My favorite place that I've ever traveled was Greece. I traveled to Greece for about 3 months, and it was one of the most beautiful places I've ever been in my life. Every beach, every island was just, oh my gosh. The feeling of being in Greece is unlike anything I've ever felt before. But my favorite place to travel would be my dad's in Palm Springs. It's like my little home away from home. I can just get away and be a part of, the beautiful sunshine. I love the sun. And he's got a pool and a hot tub, and it's like my favorite thing. I love to sit in the hot tub under the stars, because I live in Washington, so it's a lot colder here, and I don't get much of that. And I just saw that notification. Carrie B, thank you for your great energy. Thank you so much for your donation. That really means a lot to me, and I'm sending you a big, huge hug, so get on over here. Oh, let's go. Thank you. Wow. I'm going to scroll up again. Patriotic Pisces, my music is your go-to for meditation every time. I love to hear that so much. I make the content that I do because I use it for meditation also. And so they say necessity is the father of invention. And when I can't find meditation stuff that that really works for me, I'm like, I just want to make it myself. I know what I need. And if this is what I need and what I know that I want, then maybe everybody else will feel the same way too. And so I love that you use it for meditation. It's my favorite, my own music. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I'm just saying my music is my favorite to meditate to. And I meditate to it every single day. I just kind of cycle through them. My Zodiac series is my baby. I love the Zodiac series so much, and I just cycle through each of them. Yeah, You don't have to believe in zodiac or horoscope or any of that to enjoy the music. It's just a soundscape with those themes and characteristics translated into sound. Um, Purple Sparkle Felicity, huge squishy hug right back to you. So happy you're here. Get on over here. Oh, let's go. Um, I am going to. Um, so, Drew and I have been talking about adding moderators. There's a few people that came to mind. Um, I'm not sure how to do it right now, but in the future, I would love to have some moderators in the chat. I mean, I feel like our chat is really, really beautiful always. You know, but every now and then, we'll get someone who's a little, you know, wants a little extra love and attention. Um, so yeah, uh, we'll come back to that. Let's see here. Scrolling. And thank you. That's a shame. Thank you for saying that they're all beautiful. I really appreciate it. My heart and soul goes into every single creation. And it's something that is on my mind when I am in that state, when I'm creating the sound baths and we're filming them. I believe, so the heart is a very, very, very powerful instrument. It is a very powerful machine. And there's a place called the University of Heart Math in California. And they have a machine that can read the scale of a heartbeat up to 10 feet away. And that's just with a machine that they've created. So obviously, it's like a ripple. Like your heartbeat, every beat that you give is a ripple that goes into time, space, and out into the world. And it just becomes a part of the world. In the same way that you would take a pebble and toss it in a lake, the ripples go out from that pebble, and then they don't fully disappear. They become the lake, and they're already the lake. And so when I'm creating the sound bath with my intention, I feel it with my heart. And so I put my heart and my soul into those creations. And on a very, very, very deep level that, we can't really process yet, that heartbeat of mine is being recorded. You might not be able to hear it, but the sound of my heartbeat is going into the creation. And I feel like that's why it's so important for me to be in a good mental space, mental and physical space, for every time I film and record, because it's my heart and soul going in it. So I always feel like if I'm not in the right headspace or my heart isn't in the right space, you're gonna feel it. And it might be on a subconscious level, it might not. But yeah, the heart it's so important, and I try to live by the heart in everything that I do. Yeah, that's that. Thank you, Mandy Moon. I'm glad you made it to watch. That's what it's there for. Thank you. And Jennifer Marcelino, I will be doing more Reiki, but it will be on my Guided Vibrations channel. So if you want the real exclusive Reiki stuff, that would be where you want to go. We might do another Reiki sound bath. That's not out of the question. We had an amazing response to our last one. But if you want Reiki, Guided Vibrations is the channel to check out. Chloe Evans, welcome to the party. Thank you for being here. Namaste, right back to you. Thank you, Brad, my friend. I love that it can tingle your soul in the right way. Namaste to you. Life is about feeling, and you never know what you're gonna feel unless you try something. And you never know what frequency or vibration is going to trigger this emotion or this sensation at this point during this state of where your mental state is at. Um, yeah, that's the magic of sound healing or sound therapy. Um, you never know what's going to happen. It's funny because I could play my singing bowls, and if I'm in like a really good mental state, I will I'll just feel really good playing them. There are times where I've been in an emotional state, from losses in my life, and some of the bowls that I play feel completely different than they normally do. And they can make me cry like that. Like there's times I've been playing, I was just like bawling my ass out as I'm playing. But that doesn't happen always. So depending on where your mind is at and what your mental state is at when you're listening, you can have a completely different experience with the exact same sound bath. Purple Sparkle Felicity, Anamaya, you're the best. I appreciate you. Thank you. And Mikey A, we actually put off our live sound bath streams or our live shows for 2023 as of now. It just took a lot out of us, and the process of putting everything together and just everything, it's too difficult for this moment of time and where we're at right now. So it's something that we might come back to in the future, but as of right now, we are just sticking with these our healing, our channels, and trying to do things through our communities on Patreon, and for our members, our YouTube members, and you all here on YouTube. And I saw a big notification. Rico Del Rosario, thank you so very much. I truly appreciate your donation. It means the world. And I'm going to send you a big, huge virtual hug. So get on over here. Let's go. And Rosario H, welcome from Uruguay. It's another amazing thing about these platforms is how we can all be all over the world and yet all together in the same exact space. Thank you for being here. Let's see here. Go. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being a part of this AMA. This is just another step in you getting to know me more, understanding who I am and why I create what I create, and just building this connection between each of us. There's so many of you that I recognize in here, and it feels good to see you back. Janelle C. Janelle C. Say 100 words and what others can take 10. I always feel like I have so much to share. Sorry, I'm pretty far back on the comments, so I'll do my best to catch up. I always feel like there's so much to share. As I'm expressing and sharing what's on my mind, something else will come to me, and then it'll trail into that. And I feel like that's just what this space is. It's open to just, hang out and chat and share what's on my mind and on my heart. Brittany MW, Ancient Light, thank you for the beautiful emojis. If I could, I'd send some right back to you. And the real deal, thank you. I'm honored that you feel a warm vibe from me. I think the most powerful energy that we could ever give in every day is authenticity. And to truly be in our fully authentic selves is how we change the world and how we make a difference in each other's lives. There's a recent study that came out that was reading the brainwaves and the emotions of different feelings to find out what was the most powerful emotion that you can give. And, naturally, lots of us would think that love is the most powerful vibration, but they actually discovered that it was actually authenticity that is the most powerful vibration. And I can resonate with that a lot because there's times where I'll be in a space and I'll be sharing my heart. And, when you're hearing someone speak and you get goosebumps from them, you get those goosebumps because you're feeling that authentic energy and you're in that space. And when you're in that space, you all connect in a way that science has yet to prove yet. And yeah, it was amazing to see that authenticity is the highest vibration that you can be. And that's why it's so important for us to just be ourselves. There's so many times in my life where I, was adapting who I am to accommodate others. And I was, diffusing my own light and being like, no, I don't want this person to think this of me. Like, oh, I don't want to be too much. And over the years and over time, like, it's okay to be too much. Like, I'm gonna preach my truth every chance I get. And there's some people that, your truth won't resonate with. And I'll just know not to share those truths with those people. And that's completely okay because we all live in our own little realities when you really think about it. What this person believes to be real in their reality might not be real in this person's reality. But, you can find a million reasons why eating this is the best for you and a million reasons why eating that same thing is bad for you. It's like whatever you look for, you're gonna find in life. You're gonna find it. And so, just following your own path and being authentic and true to yourself is how we make a real difference in this world and how you shine personally, because you get to just be you without worrying about what other people think. It's like, just be you. There's no one else you can be. So just embrace it. Embrace your weirdness. Embrace your crazy. Embrace your happy. Embrace all of that. Because when you really think about how special and unique every single one of you are, there's no one else like you in the universe. Like, you are the only one. And that is so special. It doesn't matter who you are. Like, people want to be like others. It's like, no, just be you. Be fully, unapologetically, authentically you. And the universe tends to unfold exactly as it should all around you. Mikey A, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your donation. That truly means a lot to me. And I'm going to send you a big virtual hug too. So get on over here. Let's go. Thank you. And loving Sambats, thank you again. Thank you so much. It feels good to be an inspiration to others. I have so many people that are inspirations to me, and all we can do is lead by example, follow our truth, and hope that it inspires others to do the same. Thank you for your love and your appreciation. I see you, and I thank you, and you're getting a big virtual hug, so get on over here. Let's go. Okay. I'm scrolling up. Hefika, I hope I didn't butcher that, but I love you too. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Great question, Janelle. Janelle C, how I learned to do this. So everything that I'm one of those people that I've learned to be okay with learning things from other people. I'm one of those people that is just like, there's like an internal knowing deep inside of me that I feel like I just already know how to do things. It's like, we come into this experience, this human experience, and we bring these gifts, and I feel like some of those gifts are encoded into our DNA and into our life path. And I experience, well, technically it didn't come to me just from nothing. The sound healing path actually came from when I went to Thailand. I actually went to a 11-day silent Vipassana retreat. And before I went there, I was actually, this is a funny story. So I know you got a lot of questions, but I'm just going to take you all in a little story time real quick. Because it's funny and it's really interesting how the universe works. So I arrived at this monastery where the retreat was a few days early. And so I got to explore this monastery and just walk all around it. And it was my very first day out of the country, very first day um, out of the country by myself, and my first day in Thailand. And I arrived at this monastery, and I'm walking around, and I'm deep in the jungle, and there's mosquitoes just all over me, eating me alive. And as I'm walking, I'm deep into this jungle, and all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, like in this little open field next to this little old temple, there was a pile of garbage, and like right off the bat, I'm like, why is there a pile of garbage here? And I was like, well, I'll just clean it up. So I just naturally was like, I'll just clean up this garbage. So I went and I started cleaning up the garbage. And then from around the corner of this temple, this dog like peeks up around the corner, and it just starts growling. And then it jumps out and it's just like barking at me hysterically. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I understand. This is your garbage. Like, these are your crunch bottles. I should have known. So I put it down. But after it started like losing its mind at me, because all these dogs were feral, and they almost look like hyenas, like hairless and savage. I love them anyways. But after it did this like bark announcement to all its homies, like 10 feral dogs come sprinting around this temple, and they full on charged me it was like a pack of wolves charging at me with this ferocity in them. And I turn and I start running as fast as I can possibly go, and one of them is actually snapping at the back of my heel, and I thought I was gonna die. I'm like, where did I just come? Like, here I'm in this like peaceful monastery, and I'm getting chased down by a pack of wild dogs. And so I'm running for my life, and I'd make it to another monastery or another little temple, and the Buddhist monks, they come out and they start throwing rocks at the dogs. They're like, come to the temple, and these guys all saved my life. And I was just like, wow, like I was not expecting that. Like, talk about being out of my element. And so anyways, I left them, and as I'm walking away, I make it like across this little lake thing, this little pond, and I hear these soft bowl sounds, like just these like ringing, little tapping. And I'm like, what is that? And that chase of the dogs led me to my first Tibetan bowl experience. And there was this German monk who was playing these Tibetan bowls, and he gave me this incredible life lesson. He asked me if I wanted to feel the bowls on my stomach, and then so I like laid down, he played it, just tapped him. I'm like, that was the first time I felt these vibrations just like moving through my body. I'm like, what is this? Like, what is happening? And ever since then, it sparked my interest for learning more about these. And then later on that same trip, I experienced a tuning fork healing session. And then one thing led to another, and it led me to this path of sound healing. Because I'm like, if that had such a profound effect on me, then maybe it'll have a profound effect on others too. And yeah, I was gifted my first crystal bowl and fell in love with that too. That was the first time playing the crystal singing bowl for the first time. It was the note 432 hertz, the A note. It was the first time I ever heard and felt sound inside of my head. So when I played that singing bowl for the first time, it was like I was going woo, 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 but I wasn't moving. It was inside of me, and I'm like, what is this? So yeah, and then I just went on the path of discovery, and I've had other shamanic experiences where they've used instruments. I'm like, I would love to incorporate that instrument into the sound healing, and everything that I've learned and every bit that I've grown has been trial and error and self-discovery and exploring the sound myself. Excuse me, I need some water. Okay. Sierra, I don't know if I've said hi to you yet. I just saw you in here. Thank you for being here. And thank you for receiving my story. I appreciate you so much. And Amanda S., thank you for everything you do. Thank you so much for your donation. That means a lot. And I'm sending you a big, huge hug too. So get on over here. Let's go. Um, and Tiny My 86, thank you so much. Welcome to High Vibrationals. So becoming a member of Healing Vibrations, Drew and I are actually putting together, we're hiring someone to make our own Healing Vibrations emojis, and those will go to our channel members. Emojis and stickers and all that fun stuff. And um, becoming a member is an incredible way to help support Healing Vibrations, to support me, to support Drew, and help keep the dream alive and really allow this to be a successful career for us. And also another perk that we're adding for the members is I will always answer your comments first. So I'm a little bit behind on my comments, so I've got a little bit to catch up. But that's a great way to support you, and you support me, and that would mean the world. So, of course, no pressure at becoming a member, just throwing it out there and letting you know it's there. Um, let's see, I'm scrolling down. Delta Wave, yes. I haven't seen any of Joe Dispenza's documentaries, but I've seen a couple of his clips, and it's really interesting how much I'm in line with the things that he talks about. The power of the mind is a spectacular thing, and if you can combine the heart brain, the gut brain, and the brain, if you can combine all of these together, like what you feel, the gut feeling that you get, and then how you think, if you can bring all of those into cohesion, I believe in miracles, and miracles are absolutely real. And you know, we're magical machines, and oftentimes you're like, oh, I don't believe in that. Oh, that's not true. Oh, I don't believe in that. You immediately cut it out of your reality. It'll automatically never exist in your life because you've closed the door and you've closed the awareness of it being possible. So how I live life is I believe anything's possible. So when someone brings something up, I'm like, okay, like, let me hear more. And then, I investigate myself and I experiment. I'm really big on experimentation and exploring my own truth. And I have a motto that I always say, and it's seek and you shall find, ask and you shall receive. And I've experienced some incredible things in life that would never have been found unless I opened up my mind and felt it was possible. Welcome, Roxanne Black. Thank you for being here. And yes, Sierra, it was destiny. I feel like, in time, Drew and I would love to write or create a documentary, like a Healing Vibrations documentary. I have a story, like my life story. I would love to share it with you all. And it's, you can believe in coincidence all you want. But when things line up the way that they do at the times that they do, you can really see that there could potentially be something higher at play. And I'll just leave it at that. Life is magic. Let's see here. Brittany MW, Ancient Light. Probably baby chihuahuas, come on. They were huge. They were huge. They're like pit bulls. I did not exaggerate that story. They had the attitude of baby chihuahuas. I'll give you that much. um, and welcome to you, Velvet Stardust. Um, life is amazing. It cannot be amazing sometimes too. It's like this. Life is just like an infinite up and down roller coaster. And I truly believe I was divinely guided into every bit of my path. I was divinely guided into my role as a sound therapist. Um, I was guided into this place that I'm at in life, in amazing ways. And one of the confirmations that I always have whenever I'm at almost every deep synchronistic conversation that I'm in, every time I'm at like a checkpoint and I'm getting a notification that what I'm doing is what I'm supposed to be doing at the right moment, at the right time, is I see the number 33. That is my confirmation. It's always there. It's like this guiding number that's like, yes, this is confirmation for you. Yes, you're on the right path. This is a checkpoint. You're at the right spot. And before that, it was 1111. 1111 was actually a number that like broke me open in 2011. That's a whole other story of its own, and it's a spectacular story. I'll share it another time. But yeah, life is very interesting. You can believe in destiny. I believe that we can, I don't know if I believe in like a predetermined, like you can't change it, or this has to happen, or this, that. Like I believe, I like to think we have a little bit of control, but at the same time, the more I surrender and stop trying to control everything is when things just seem to unfold in such a beautiful way, exactly as they should. So surrender and trust the flow. That's my motto. Another motto, I should say. Yes, Ruth Nodal. Again, I'm sorry if I'm mixing up your names. Experience is the key. Experience is key to wisdom, or experience is key to knowledge. And if you can retain and gain the knowledge, then that can turn into wisdom that you can carry with you forever. But you never know what's going to happen until you try it. And with the Tibetan bowls, you never know how you're going to feel until you experience them for yourself. The crystal singing bowls, you'll never know how you can feel until you experience them yourself. And I'm an experiencer. I love to be like, well, if it's true, I want to see it for myself. Well, if that's true, I want to experience that for myself. And I'm a seeker. Like, it's just what I do. If something is true, then, and someone claims for something to be true, then I want to know for sure. So I'm going to do everything that I can to learn about it. Scrolling down. Sierra, I wish you wonderful things too. And I wish all of you wonderful things because, you deserve it. And thank you so much for being here. And these AMAs they're new to me, and I'm really enjoying them. And I thank you all for also being here in this space and listening to my story and connecting and hearing what I have to say and asking questions and all that stuff. Yeah, thank you all. Naz-O, my hobby. So, actually, I'll show you all this. I think I have one up here. So, I actually haven't dove into it in a while, but one of my hobbies is meditation. For sure. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's how I realign. It's how I start my day. It's how I end my day. It's how I get through the middle of my day. Meditation is there for me to quiet my mind, quiet my body, and reset. And also heal. Another hobby that I've taken up is playing the piano. I actually just started piano lessons last week, and they they're coming along. It's a whole nother game, but it's I love the challenge, and I believe learning music theory and how to play the piano is going to incorporate into my music creating process, and ultimately do wonderful things for healing vibrations in the long run. And I'm just gonna hang on one second. I'm gonna show you guys, you all, something really cool that I made. So I like to craft. I like to craft crystal wands. I actually haven't in a while, but how these came to me is a story you can't even write in a movie. Again, you're all gonna think I'm nuts, so I'm gonna save this story for another day. But I craft these crystal wands. You can see the lighting on them. Out of copper. I have maybe 24 of them. I just keep making them. I call them grid space holders, with a little bit of Lemurian quartz on the end. I also have this piece. This one I've used in the guided vibrations Reiki. So this is a smoky quartz copper wand with labradorite. And these came to me in a vision that it's there's so many things I want to say, but I'm just gonna leave that story out because it's like it's another level, and I think you gotta be mentally prepped for it. But yeah, those are my hobbies. Those are my hobbies, and oh, I also, one of my guilty pleasures is collecting NFTs, digital art. And with the way the world's moving, I like collecting digital art, and yeah, that's another hobby of mine. Let's see here. Scrolling down. Bubbles RC Shed, with things like that, with like surgery and medical stuff, it's unfortunately out of my scope of practice, and I can't be like, yes, this is gonna help this or that's gonna help that. But I think that what I would do is I would just explore the root chakra stuff, and explore the things in the lower root and also the sacral chakra. Explore those frequencies a bit, and you never know what might happen. Oh my gosh, Tiny 86, you're right. It is 3-3 today. Oh, I can't believe I didn't realize that. Again, synchronicity, amazing. So synchronicity to me is one of those things that's like, it's confirmation that you're doing exactly what you're doing when you're supposed to be doing at the time, at the right time. And the fact that that happened, it shows me that I'm on the right path and I'm doing the right thing. And if you're all together with me in this space, then that's confirmation for you all as well, because you're all exactly where you need to be at this exact moment. I mean, technically you're always where you exactly need to be at the right moment, but I'm just here confirming it for you. So congratulations. Your whole entire life has brought you to this very moment of existence in this space. And I just want to give you a big congratulations, because you're doing it right. Okay, let's see here. Yes, Janelle, Monica burning again. Yes, 3-3, amazing. Let's see here. Alvina, I'm honored to share. This is, connecting with community is what I love to do. And I thank you for being here and receiving and being a part of this experience. Also, another one of my hobbies is dancing. I love to dance more than anything, really, it's my greatest form of expression. I don't like a specific type of dance. I like ecstatic dance where I could just like flow and just be in myself and like just feel the music and observe how like it makes me want to feel. um Music is expression, it's life, it's vitality, and it is magical for me. um Elthadia, love is the light of the heart. And, you know, the heart, I actually just created a heart activation guided ASMR experience for guided vibrations that's coming out next week, next Wednesday. And it's about opening and activating the heart. You know, there's so many times, you know, like I've been hurt in life. We've all been hurt in life. And it's so easy to just close that heart up and just be like, and be cynical and closed to the world. But that doesn't do anything for you and it doesn't do anything for the world. So I see it that, you know, all of our wounds, all of our traumas are necessary stepping stones to get us ultimately where we need to be in the future. And experience is key to understanding that. So if I didn't have those traumas that I had from my past, I wouldn't understand them. And I wouldn't be sympathetic to them, maybe. And I wouldn't know how to offer relief for them. So, yeah, you know, living in the light of the heart and being in that space is what life is all about. You know, easier said than done. You know, because life happens, and yeah, yeah, life, heart. It's I try to live in that space always. I of course have my ups and downs. That's just the way life goes. V, thank you for your love and appreciation for my wand. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, Velvet Stardust. I was selling them on Etsy, but I sold two of them, and it was so hard for me to let go of them. It it was like letting go of a baby. I was just like my babies. So I've used them in meditation circles at my house, and so everyone that comes over will close their eyes and they'll pick out a wand with their eyes closed, and that each one has different intention and different crystals, and we all will have a meditation session together. Actually, I haven't done this in like 2 years, but I would like to do it again one day. Um, and yeah, they're grid space holders. You know, and I see them as holding the light of the world and holding the energy of holding the electromagnetic frequencies of this planet and helping to bring balance. Um, let's see here. Um, Amaya, you know, you've been through a lot. You have been through so much in your life, and you don't need any luck for that surgery. It's going to go amazing for you. And I pray that it will actually help you and benefit you and get you feeling better and back to yourself. And, you know, I'm just grateful that you're here. I'm grateful that I can hold space for you, and I hope that you have beautiful healing. I'm scrolling down. Um, Cafoon. I'm sorry if I butchered that too. Um, you know, the pyramids is a whole another discussion. I believe that, you know, sound, resonance, the chambers inside. I believe I believe that sound can create a lot of magic. And, you know, it's not even about belief. I know that sound can levitate things. You know, it's been proven. I know that um, sound can program water. And that's one of the big things that converted me over to sound therapy is Dr. Masaru Emoto, which a few of you might be familiar with, and how he did that study where he spoke these words into plates of water and um, captured the image that they created. And when you said beautiful, loving things, it came out in the perfect fractals of geometry. And then the negative vibration, lower vibrational things that were said caused it to be like mucky and mushy, and it didn't create this beautiful harmonic design. And when you see that, you know, words, as you're hearing me right now, you are hearing me because there is a vibration coming out of my mouth that you cannot see. People can't see it, but it doesn't change the fact that it's there. And it's coming out to you in this pattern that's allowing your auditory system to process what I'm saying. Your auditory system recognizes the pattern of that waveform that comes out, and you are able to understand what's being said. And with that in mind, you, when they say, you know, like, you are what you speak, when you speak, you can feel your whole entire chest vibrating. And so that means your words are going into your cells, they're going into your body. And again, they say we're made up of, you know, 60 to 70 to 80% water. Broken down, I think it's like 99.9% water in molecular structure. And so we are constantly changing our body, our everything inside of our body, with the things that we say and the things that we put into ourselves. Excuse me. And when you see how, like, if you ring a singing bowl with water in it, it creates a perfect geometrical pattern inside of it. And you know, we're made of water, and if water can be programmed by vibrations, then naturally the frequency, the singing bowls, the voice, you're singing, you're tuning, you're chanting, those are also changing the water inside your body, which is in turn changing your molecular structure and moving things and healing things or hurting things, depending on the things that you're saying to yourself. Um, there's a lot of magic in sound, and science is proving this stuff more and more every day. And you know, people are like, oh well, science doesn't prove it yet. It's like, you know, we're not at the singularity, okay? Like, we don't know everything, and there hasn't been enough studies done on everything. And yeah, times are changing. People are waking up to these opportunities and these transformations within ourselves. Thank you, Matt Jones. I'm grateful that you appreciate my sound baths. That means a lot. Thank you. Um, yeah. um, Ithaldia. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name. You're right. The price was too low, but I sold my first one for $250. Um, but I mean, that factors in the price of the crystals that were put in them, which was a lot, and the hours that went into to build it. And so, like, if I did sell the ones again, I wouldn't feel comfortable selling them for anything less than that. So, which is why I haven't sold them. That's, anyways. Um, um, oh, Mr. Coffee Review. My heart goes out to you for all the hours that you're putting in. You know, there's a saying, you know, work while you can. And I hope that you're reaping the rewards for all the effort and the hours that you put in. I send you my love, and I've got some music here for you if you ever want to relax. Okay. Let's see here. Going down. Grand Mavitt. You love to dance too once? I think that's a sign that you should start getting up and dancing again. Get that body moving. I back when I did massage therapy, I always told my clients, no movement equals no movement. So like, I see it as like, if we aren't moving and exercising our body, it starts to fuse and crystallize together, and next thing you know, we're stiff and we're achy and we're in pain, and it's almost like our bodies like glue together when we're not moving them. And that's why movement is so important. You have to move in order to have a healthy body and a healthy life. And dance is the best way to do it. It's like, it's not really like running. I don't care to run, but I'll dance all night long. Oh, and I was only going to take this to 7 o'clock, and I went a little bit over. I'll go for another 4 minutes and close this session at 7:10 and get another one scheduled so that we can all do this again. Let's see. Lori Lane, I'm so happy that you feel it and that you can feel your chakras so much better in the meditations that I create. The magic of the singing bowls. So, like, energy flows where attention goes. And although I put intentions into sound baths, if you're going into my sound bath with a different intention, you could experience something completely different. And that's absolutely okay. For example, you could listen to one of my chakra sound baths. And when you're listening to the root chakra, you might be feeling it in the heart. And then you get over to the sacral chakra, and you feel that in your root. And then you go to the solar plexus chakra, and you feel it in your third eye. You know, they say, you know, like, oh, this frequency is for this part, and this frequency is for this side. Like, those are good foundations, but the vibrations are going to go exactly where they need to go, regardless of where they claim to be going. So if you feel the root chakra bowl in your third eye or in your heart, you're still feeling it and you're still getting the effects of it. And what you feel is ultimately where the healing takes place and the magic takes place. So you might feel them in the right spot, you might feel them in a different spot. As long as you're feeling them and you have an experience, that's the most important thing. Scrolling down here. That's a shame. It's funny. That's your name. That's a shame. You know, thank you so much for your donation. And I send your kitties, DB, and Pino a big, huge virtual hug. And I appreciate you so much for supporting me and my channel. It means the world to me. And I'm grateful for you. And before I close the session, I also just want to give you another reminder that I do have multiple channels. I've got healing vibrations for sound experiences, sleeping vibrations for sleep experiences, guided vibrations for Reiki and ASMR experiences, and then black screen vibrations for a full black screen sleep experience with healing vibrations music. And if you want to support me and my channels, that would mean the world to me if you could subscribe. And it also really helps when you share my content or like my content or comment on my content. It helps with the algorithms, so it makes a huge difference. And also, if you become a YouTube member and, you know, offer maybe like a small little monthly donation, it really helps to keep my channel alive. And your support will be rewarded. And I truly appreciate it. And one more thing is that Drew and I are in the works of refoundationing our Patreon. And so we're going to be offering, I wouldn't say go sign up now if you're thinking about it, but we're going to be offering new features that I really truly feel will be worth your while to go check out when the time comes. But that's for another day. We're not there yet. So yeah, we're just doing everything that we can to make this a consistent career and you know, stay alive and going strong so that we can do this forever and we can keep making this content, we can keep advancing, we keep making these sound experiences, and yeah, that's that. And again, I want to thank you all so much for, yes, Shani Salvador, 111 likes on this video. Oh, now it's at 115. Still, you saw it. Thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of this live experience. I'll be doing another one next week. I'll let you know the time, and we'll set the date, and we'll go through with some more stories, and I'll share with you, you know, whatever you want to hear and answer as many questions as I can. And yeah, I just want to thank you so much for being here. I got Perseus over here snoring. you know, I know he says that he loves you and that he thanks you as well. So thanks for being here, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. And I will see you Sunday. We are actually releasing our Yoga Nidra sound bath. So it's the in-between state of sleep and wakefulness. So it's mainly for like a deep meditation. So I would love to see you there. And that's this Sunday at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we got a live premiere chat. So I'll see you there. And have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful week. And I'll see you next week. Take care, everybody. Let's see if I can close this. Nope, that's not the way. Let's see if we can do this. Just bear with me. I'm gonna just take those off. All right. And actually, look at this guy. Put your volume on real quick. Oh, he stopped snoring. Anyways, I'm not quite sure. Oh, there we go. Okay, good night, everybody. Talk to you soon.